Good morning. My name is Rashida Strober. I am the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. I am the leader, the creator, the founder of the very first movement in history to fight for the eradication of colorism and darkism. Now, this video is inspired today by a comment that I read from someone that wants to debate me on the tenets of darkism, on what darkism is, what darkism isn't, on darkism's impacts. And I say to you, and I say to anyone that takes issue with my stance on anything that I've said regarding dark skin activism, regarding me creating this entire movement, I'll debate you, and it's going to be for a fee. I'm not going to do it for free. But what you must understand, when we're talking about dark skin activism, when we're talking about colorism, when we're talking about dark skin, one thing that we're going to get clear from the outset is I created this movement. We're going to get that clear. Anybody that I ever speak to regarding dark skin, colorism, we're going to get one thing clear, because people have stolen my work. People have plagiarized me. People have ripped me off. People have watched everything that I've been doing regarding this topic, and they have copied. And anyone that wants to speak with me, debate with me, discuss with me, whatever you want to call it, we're going to get that understanding, or I'm not going to even talk to you. I'm not going to even have a discussion or a conversation or a debate with you. We're going to understand this very clearly. Anyone and it's a lot of people that want to debate with me, talk with me, speak with me about darkism, about colorism, about dark skin activism, about why I do what I do. And it's real simple, I keep telling y'all. See, the truth is real simple. That's why I say the same thing. I never backtrack. I'm redundant, if you will, because the truth is redundant. The truth is redundant. I don't need to think about the truth. I don't need to make up things. I don't need to go back and rehash or rebrand. I don't need to do none of that shit. I don't need to go back and if someone's, the people that have plagiarized my work, they try to clean up their trails by changing up their video titles. I don't got to do none of that, because the truth is just straightforward. I created dark skin activism and people stole it. People ripped me off. That's just straight up. Now, if you want to go into the particulars of that, then that's a matter for perhaps discussing. But no, I'm not going to discuss it with you for free. People are not going to waste my time. So the issue is going to be people plagiarizing my work. We're going to focus on that. You better understand, to those of you, and this is addressed to that person, you came on my comment section and you said, let me go back to what you said. I'm just letting you know I'm responding to you right now if you're out there listening. I ain't doing it for free. Nobody's getting nothing from me for free anymore. Your name is Ron Draper. I'm addressing you. This video is especially for you and anyone else that takes issue with my creation of darkism, dark skin activism, and the fact that I have clearly stated over and over that I am the creator, the inventor, the designer, the leader of the first movement in history to eradicate colorism and darkism, dark skin discrimination, called dark skin activism, and that people mocked me and then stole from me. This is for you. I'm addressing you. Ron Draper, you said, I'd like to debate you on your stance regarding darkism. There will be no name calling nor disrespect from my end. I simply don't agree with your stance, and I would like to debate in a public forum. Thank you. Now, that's fair enough. Ron Draper. That's fair. And what I can say from reading your comment that I can respect is you saying that there will be no disrespect. There will be no name call, because that's what a lot of people have done. People have disrespected me. They've name called. They've plagiarized my work. I've gotten death threats. I've been harassed. I've been cyber stalked. You see, I've taken more hits for dark skin than anybody, and people are reaping the rewards of my benefits. That's why I don't fuck with these females, because they haven't taken the hits. You understand? They haven't taken the real blows for being the dark skin activist, for creating this lane. They're benefiting off of my work, and I don't fuck with them unless I'm paid to do so. I want no parts with them. My work has already benefited them. I ain't even got to have a conversation with none of these people, because my work has by default. And I said this years ago when people were saying dark-skinned people that never gave a damn about talking about their dark skin experience. That's why I don't fuck with them. They saw me doing it and mocked me for it. And now all of a sudden, all these years later, you want to holler about dark skin. It's fucking fraudulent. It's hypocritical. I can't respect. I will stand over here by myself until the day I die, because I know that I've been done wrong. I will never be in solidarity, ever. And you don't have to understand it, because it's not for some of y'all to understand. It's only a few people out there that get it, the righteous ones. But most of these motherfuckers are immoral trash. They're trash, waste, human waste. I'm talking to the moral, upright, ethical, honest people that get it, that understand that I have been wronged, that I'm the martyr of this shit. I'm the martyr of dark skin. I'm the martyr of colorism. I've taken all the blows for it and watch these people sit back and reap the rewards off of my hard work. It's not their work. Some of y'all get that. Y'all get it clearly. So like people like Malcolm X, that now we sing Malcolm X's praises after this man passed away, after all the hard work he put in from his genuine love. And you know what, to those of you that got a problem with me, you think I'm comparing myself to Malcolm X, I don't care. I don't care what you think. What you think doesn't matter to me at all. If I care what people think, I wouldn't have became the dark skin activist. Malcolm X sacrificed for the people, and look at how they treated him. Look at how he was done by his own people. His own people. Child, please. That means nothing. They'll do you worse than the so-called oppressor. You got people like Nina Simone, who a lot of people don't realize this woman sacrificed her career for the civil rights movement. But what did those people give back to her in return? What did they give back? So my point in saying this is I'm not the only one that has created something or given something and actually helped Black people, and then they turn around and flip it on you and say, you didn't do nothing for me. Your books don't mean nothing. You didn't create this. That's why I'll be over here by myself in this corner, and I got no problem with that. I'm good with that. That's that introvert life. We good with that. We don't need people's validation. That's another element here. I'm an introvert. I've never needed people's validation or permission to be the dark skin activist, to say what I need to say or do what I need. I don't need your permission. So I don't care. But I'm gonna let you know about your hypocrisy and your contradictions. And I'm standing firm in what I gotta say. And there's nothing you can do about it. But back to you, Ron Draper, because you have inspired this live, Ron Draper. I like the fact that you are proposing a respectful debate, which I have no problem with. I've been debating about Darkism before the social media was created. I told you I originated this. I originated the dark skin lane. I originated the colorism lane. I am the leader of the colorism movement. Other people stole from me. So we can discuss, debate, all of that, but I will tell you, Ron Draper, it will not be for free. I will not be debating or discussing anything with anyone for free. I'm not going to give you my time like that anymore. I mean, I've got tons of videos, which obviously the people that have plagiarized my work, they know this already. I've got tons of videos. I've written books. I've done all this work on darkism and dark skin activism. And again, I'm gonna repeat this. I created the colorism lane. I am the sole creator of the colorism lane. I am the sole creator of the dark skin lane. I am the sole creator of the darkism lane. I, Rashida Strober. I know I infuriate some people with that, and I don't care. Good. Usually the truth enrages people. Usually the truth makes people upset. That's nothing new. People get mad when they hear the truth. So, I don't have a problem having a discussion. I don't know what you want to call it. Ron Draper, I don't know what you want to call it. I don't know what you want to call it. We can call it whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, we're going to accomplish the same objectives in terms of talking about dark skin activism and how and why it was created and how and why we're at this point in terms of talking about dark skin on the internet. All roads are going to lead back to Rashida Strober. That's what it's going to be. And if we do get to the point of a discussion, a debate, or whatever you want to call it, then we're going to see that. You're going to see that. It's going to play out. The words are going to play out. And, you probably never see me. A lot of people will ask me, they'll say, well, why don't you join up with this person and that? You're not going to see me do that, except for if it's a lot of money involved to even speak to these people. I got to be paid a lot of money. Why do I need to join up with people that have stolen and plagiarized me? I'm the originator. I don't have to do that. That doesn't make any sense. It makes zero sense. I have no problem with standing alone. Maybe you have a problem with standing alone. Weak people have a problem with standing alone. That's the thing. People project their weakness off onto me. Maybe you want to be a part of the popular club. I am my own popular club. I don't need co-signing or sanctioning. So I've never been that type of person that needed to go and join up with a whole bunch of people, especially under these circumstances. Why do I need to go join up with people that have plagiarized me, that are baby Rashidas? That doesn't make any damn sense. I would never succumb to that. I would never relent. Not even on my worst day. I would never, ever, ever stoop so low, bow down so low. That's not going to happen. In order for me to even think about having a conversation or any interaction with anyone that has plagiarized me, it's got to be a lot of money involved. And I mean a lot of money involved. I don't think people realize the depths of my injury. And I'm talking about my injury in terms of my intellectual property. I've been injured. So there is no way in hell that I'm going to even grace these people with my presence unless there's a lot of money involved. It's called integrity. When you know that you've created something and when you know that it's authentic and when you know that it's your brainchild, why would you bow? Why would you stoop so low? I would never do that. It's not going to happen. So those are my terms, Ron Draper. Just responding to your inquiry about doing a debate regarding darkism with me. Those are my terms. Okay, I must be paid. Um, and we must address certain things, because if we're going to talk about dark skin activism, we're going to talk about darkism. If we're going to talk about colorism, we're going to have to talk about it in its totality. We can't water it down. We can't leave things out. We can't omit things. And I'm not saying that that's what you want to do. So, well, be more stand up. You said you're crazy. You're not the first liar. That's what you just said. Okay. Well, if you have an issue with that, which a lot of people do, that's your problem. The only way that I would be willing to speak with anybody at this point is for a lot of money. You can say whatever you want to say out of your mouth. Doesn't mean it's true. You can think whatever you want to think. You can have whatever opinion you want to have. It doesn't mean that it's factual. And I'm certainly not going to entertain you without being paid to sit down and have a conversation or a debate about something that I created. What's so stunning to me is the fact that the detractors, I'm calling them detractors. I'm actually being nice, because what they are is liars, haters, envious, jealous, dishonest. What they have never been able to do is to provide me with facts. And I'm talking about facts that stand up, that can stand up to certain tests in terms of authenticity. They've never been able to provide me with facts that there is another human being on the face of this earth that's living now or that is passed on that created dark skin activism. No one's ever been able to provide that to me because it doesn't exist. The only thing that these people have been able to provide is people that talked about colorism. That's it. And I've already spoken about those people. In fact, I gave you the information. Isn't that ironic? I gave you the very information that you're providing to me. I told you about Alice Walker. Anybody that's talking about Alice Walker online in 2020 and mentioning Rashida Strober, oh, you've listened to me speak on Alice Walker, creating/coining the word colorism. And that's where you're getting that from. You can't even be honest about that. And then what you did is you went and did further research. I gave you the tools to do further research. Cola Booth. I was the first person to come online, and Cola Booth actually made a video about me sanctioning her, the mother of the colorism movement. I did that. Nobody else did that. I gave birth to all y'all, but then people will listen to me, and then again, they'll go plagiarize and copy what I said. In fact, Cola Booth, I don't even think Cola Booth realized that she was the mother of this movement. I sanctioned her the mother of the movement. She never said that. There's a video that I did years ago. She saw the video and released it on Vimeo. She also wrote a comic book series where in her comic book series, and I still have the books that she personally sent me, where she honored me in her book. But my point is, I was the first person to come online and say that Cola Booth is the mother of the colorism movement. Then people listen to me. And instead of being honest, they're never honest. They'll listen to me and then they'll go pass off my work as if it's their own. And that's why I keep making these public service announcements regarding people plagiarizing me. And I'm not going to stop. People can be mad all they want. You're going to be mad for forever. You're going to be mad 20, 30, 40 years from now, because I'm not going to stop. I'm going to continue to speak the truth. Miles, you said Alice Walker gave us Alice Walker. That has nothing to do with what I'm speaking on right now. Alice Walker is not the dark skinned activist. Alice Walker did not create the first platform for the eradication of colorism and darkism. That's a fact. What Alice Walker did was coin the word colorism. That is all. There's a difference. So your comment makes zero sense. That's another thing. So this is why I got to be paid, because stupid people will waste your time with nonsensical comments that have absolutely nothing to do with what you're speaking on. I just stated that Alice Walker coined the word colorism, and this person is saying Alice Walker's mom gave us Alice Walker. What the hell does that have to do with it? It makes no sense. This is why I have to charge for any type of debate or discussion, that I have to take time out of my schedule, out of my busy day, to sit down and talk to people, because they do stuff like this. They don't focus on whatever the issue is at hand, or whatever is stated. They come up with tactics to detract from whatever you're speaking on. And I'm not going to allow a person to do that to me for free anymore. We're not going to do that. If you want to learn about dark skin activism and the dark skin activists, well, I've got tons of videos all on YouTube. Okay, so let me just do this right here, because we're not gonna do that. You can take it somewhere else this morning. What we're going to do, the debate is going to be on my terms. It's going to be on, if I decide to debate anyone, if I decide to talk to anyone about dark skin activism, about darkism, about my creation, about me being the first person in recorded history to create a colorism and dark skin and darkism movement, I'm going to set the terms, not you. That's not how it's going to go. And we all have choices, and that's the great thing about it. We don't have to debate. We don't have to agree to the terms. We don't have to. One person can say, well, I don't think this is going to work for me. I could say, I don't think this is going to work for me. We all have a choice. It's called choice. But I'm letting you know, Rob Draper, and anyone else wanting to talk to me, debate with me, speak with me about dark skin activism, these are my terms. You can either accept the terms or not. I'm not in the business of forcing people to do anything. So that's how that's going to go, Give me a second here. So I'm going to get people out of this chat that are here to cause problems. We're not going to do that. And just the comments that don't make any sense. They don't have anything to do with what I'm speaking on this morning. So there's a lot to be addressed in a darkism, dark skin activism, Rashida Strober talk or debates. But again, it's redundant. And again, like I said, redundancy is good in a lot of ways, but the main problem is no one has been able to produce credible facts of a person that created a movement to eradicate colorism and darkism before me. That's the major problem. And honestly, that's why I would like to focus my discussion, debate that I have with anyone. I would like to focus on that. I would like to establish that no one has been able to produce credible evidence that there was another person before me that created dark skin activism, which is the first movement to address colorism and darkism. Let's address that. Where are these? No, why has no one been? And I'm talking details. What is this person's name? What is the name of the movement? What is the date? What is the backstory of the creator? You have to produce all these things. No one has been able to credibly do that. They just, what people do will just throw out a person's name. Like they'll throw out Alice Walker. And they won't give any details about Alice Walker creating this platform. Where is it? Or people will throw out Nina Simone's name without details and facts surrounding it. So that's what I would like to focus the debate on. Since these people are saying you're a liar about what? Be specific. Go into detail. The thing is, it takes critical thinking and research and discipline to be able to even come up with anything regarding producing evidence to show that there was another person who created a movement before me to eradicate colorism and dark skin discrimination. That takes a level of discipline that no one has been able to accomplish. Nobody that I talked to in the history of me being the dark skin activist since I started in 1998, which in 1998, I didn't have this problem because guess what? Nobody was talking about dark skin. There was no social media. There was nobody to watch my videos and copy my content and then claim it as their own. There was nobody on social media to watch what I'm doing, get jealous, and wish that they was the ones that started this movement, wish that they cared so much about dark skin to start a movement to eradicate. There was nobody around to hate on me because people didn't care. That's the point that I'm making. Now that we have social media, we got all these people that all of a sudden came out of the woodwork. You didn't create this movement. Well, where the hell were you in 1998? Where were you? These people are such frauds. This is the point that I'm making to you guys. Is that there is no one to produce credible evidence. And my standard would be this, and I've pointed this out more times than I can count. But again, people have selective hearing. They hear what they want to hear. They see what they want to see. They don't see what's in front of them. I have specific questions. If you are saying that I am not the first person to do what? First of all, that's another thing people say. You're not the first. The first to do what? What are we talking about here? Let's define it. You can't even define what I'm not the first to do. You're confused. I'm not the first to do what? Let's start there. What am I not the damn first to do? Oh my God. People can't even define in a complete sentence what Rashida Strober is not the first to do. Because if you say I'm not the first to talk about colorism, I'm going to throw that out because that's not my claim. That's not my claim. If you say I'm not the first to talk about dark skin, I'm going to throw that in the trash because that's not my claim. That's why I'm saying we must define the parameters of what it is you're disputing. Definition. No one's been able to do it. They're all over the place. You're all over the place. And I've stated from day one, and I've said it more times than I can count, but again, because of people's jealousy and envy and anger, wishing that they would have been the person to have had the creative mind to start this movement, they get angry and they go all over the place looking to try to find things to refute what I'm saying, but it's actually not, because it's not detailed. There's no definition. So when you say I'm not the first to do what? Tell me what I'm not the first to do, and I'll pick that apart. We'll pick it apart. We'll take like a fine-tooth comb. We'll just pick the stuff apart. And if it's valid, we'll keep it. If it's not a part of my contentions and my argument, we throw it out. You can't come to me and tell me you're not the first to talk about dark skin, because I'm not going to even listen to you, because you don't make sense, because that's not what I said. I never said I was the first to talk about dark skin. Listen, I never said I was the first to talk about colorism. I'll take that and throw that out. I never said I coined the word colorism. I'll take that and throw that out. You're not the first to speak about this issue. That's another one that I hear thrown around. I'll take that and throw that out, because I never said I was the first to speak about the issue. That's what I'm saying. A lot of these people know that I never said these things. What it is they don't want to deal with what I actually said. That's the problem. They don't want to deal with what has actually came out of my mouth. And it's because they're jealous. And you say, Rashida, why are they jealous? Let me break it down for you. Because this idea of dark skin activism is a brilliant idea. And you didn't come up with it. You didn't write the books. You didn't come up with the phrase. You wish you had it. And you're jealous. Now, some of these jealous people, they don't say nothing. They're passive aggressive. So in their passive aggressiveness, they have stolen my work and they put it on their channels. So they're not going to say anything necessarily, but their actions are going to speak. What they're saying is, oh, bitch, I got a larger following than you. So I'm going to take your work and I'm going to put it on my platform. And even though I know, and I wish I would have created this, I wish I would have had your creative mind to actually create this actual platform. I didn't, but I got a bigger following. I got more subscribers. So therefore I can pass it off as if it's mine and make people believe that this is what I created when I know I didn't. I know I will never have the legitimacy. I'll never be you, but I study you and I will pass off your work as mine. So that's another form of the fraudulent behavior that has been inflicted against me. It comes in so many different forms. You got people that will steal my work. You got people that can't prove that I didn't create dark skin activism and who can't prove that another person did. And so they're throwing out all these statements instead of addressing Rashida Strober's statement. So there's different forms. You got the passive aggressive people and you got the aggressive people. So any debate, discussion that I engage in, number one, you have to pay me. You have to pay me. I will not debate, discuss, talk with you unless I'm paid. And number two, we're going to have to deal with the issue of me creating this very dark skin colorism movement and lane. We're going to have to establish that first. We won't even be able to move on and talk about the tenets of dark skin activism, the tenets of darkism, the development of dark skin activism to its present point until we establish that Rashida Strober is the sole creator of the entire lane. So people that want to debate me, want to talk to me, you got it. I just laid out my terms very clearly. Very, very clearly. And it's not going to be, I'm not going to, certain parts of my terms are non-negotiable. And those two are non-negotiables. I got to be paid, and we have to establish that I created this entire platform. And you can bring whatever evidence you got, and we can test out this evidence. We can examine this evidence. But what we have to do is we have to establish that I created this platform first. So, Ron Draper, that's my response to your comment that you left about wanting to debate me. And this is my response to anyone that wants to debate me about dark skin activism, talk to me, discuss with me. You know, I'm throwing around these different words: debate, discuss, talk. But we all know exactly what I'm saying. We're smart people here. All right. So if you want to support what I'm doing, dark skin activism, my Cash App is $Rashida Lala. Once again, $Rashida Lala. I produce plays about only dark skin, and I am the first to do it. There's nobody else doing what I'm doing. I write books about only dark skin, and I am the first to do it. I don't care about anybody else's books about dark skin or colorism at this point. I don't care. In fact, I'm going to do you one better. I won't even read other people's books or articles about colorism or dark skin if it's past a certain year. I won't even look at it. It's past a certain year, it's irrelevant to me. And I have my reasons for that. It's only a few people whose work that I would actually read and take my precious time, my precious intellectual time and energy focusing on their work and giving them the time of day. I won't even read it. And that's my right. That's how I feel. I'm entitled to do what I want to do, not what you want to do, but what the dark skinned activist wants to do. I'm entitled to read what I want to read. So the books that I've written on dark skin include Darkism, 25 Ways Dark Skinned People Are Discriminated Against, A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge, which is a play version as well, How to Be the Hottest Dark Skinned Chick on the Planet, which is the first book ever written from a motivational standpoint for dark skinned females, which that book has been plagiarized more times than I can count. I used to give that book away for free for years on my website to help people. And the thanks I got was plagiarism, where people with bigger channels reading my work, taking it back to their YouTube channels, and again, passing it off as if it's something that they created. So I don't give that book away for free anymore. How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet is actually for sale on Amazon, and anyone can go purchase it. I will never give that book away for free anymore. Other books, my latest book is Token Dark Girl, the It Dark Girl of the Moment. And I'm working on, I can't tell you guys the name of the project that I'm working on now because of the plagiarism. I'm not going to tell anybody the name of my new project, which is more than likely going to come out later this year, towards the end of the year. I am working on it as we speak. And people that really follow me, I produce. If I tell you I'm going to produce a play, it's coming. I always produce. That's another thing. People are jealous of me because I produce. I got a GoFundMe. I had my GoFundMe since 2014, and it was set up to raise funds to produce my plays about dark skin, and I produce show after show after show after show. People know, my hardcore followers. I produced my most recent show that I produced was in Atlanta on June 26th at the White Label. Before that, I did a show in Harlem at the Mace Documentary Center. I did a show in Brooklyn at my brother's bookstore, Brother Jabril Muhammad. I did a show in Tampa, Florida. I did a show in Arizona at the DC Black Theater Festival, at the Atlanta Black Theater Festival. I have a GoFundMe's up because I produce, and that's why people are jealous. They're mad because, I don't know, maybe they want to be a performer. Maybe they want to have a one-person show. And maybe they don't have the discipline to actually produce. But one thing about Rashida Strober is I actually produce. I produce my shows. I produce my one-woman show about dark skin called The Dark Skin Woman's Revenge, and nobody can take that away from me. People can lie and scheme all they want, but I got records and receipts of actually renting venues and having a production at these venues. So people can continue to put out false information and lie all day, because eventually all the lies are going to come to fruition. All the lies, the stalking, the harassment, because you're jealous that I created my brand and I'm still producing plays and writing books to this day, and you mad because maybe you want to do that. Maybe that was your dream and you don't have the follow through and the fight in you to do it. You mad at me. So you put out false information. But the fact remains is I produced all these plays at these venues over the years. And towards the end of the year, I'm going to be producing another show. It's coming again. So get ready. I got a new show. And I'm not telling the name yet until all the promo is ready. And I'm going to be raising funds for that again through Cash App, through my GoFundMe, through my PayPal, and whatever means I choose. I'm going to be raising funds again. It's never going to stop. No one can stop me. It's never going to stop. It's never going to stop. I'm never going to stop performing my shows. I'm never going to stop saying the fact that I am the person that is the creator and the leader of this entire movement. Nobody would be talking about dark skin or colorism if it wasn't for Rashida Strober. You're not going to stop me from saying that. You're not going to stop me from producing my show. So everybody look out for the show that's coming up at the end of the year. And I'm not going to tell you the name of the show yet until I have everything copywritten, because people are infringing on my intellectual property. So I have to take measures to make sure everything is copywritten. And then I'm going to release the show. I will be doing a photo shoot with new promo pictures for the show. All of that is coming at the end of the year. It's coming. Get ready. And I'm thinking it's probably going to be a holiday show, because a lot of people like holiday themed shows from me. I've done the Darkism at Christmas time, Darkism at Thanksgiving. I've done a Dark Skin Woman's Revenge for Thanksgiving. A lot of people seem to like holiday shows from me. So I'm responding to that. I'm in preparation for my next show. That I've actually been writing this show for a long time. It's not a Dark Skin Woman's Revenge. I know some of y'all love a Dark Skin Woman's Revenge. Y'all love the characters in a Dark Skin Woman's Revenge. A lot of people like Georgiana Nelson, my mentally, and people try to use that character and say that I'm mentally ill. No, boo, it's called great acting skills. That's a part of the jealousy and envy. To say, because I have a character called Georgiana Nelson, the character that I created, I wrote out of my own creative brain, to say that Rashida Strober is mentally ill because I created a character in my play called Georgiana Nelson, it shows your level of jealousy and envy. You're jealous. But you can't stop my creativity. You can't stop my creative mind. You can't stop my brilliance. Because the beauty of it is this. As long as we wake up and we're alive and we're breathing, we can continue to do and exercise the gifts and talents that God has given us. So I know y'all love Georgiana Nelson. I love playing Georgiana Nelson myself. I love that character. But we're gonna retire Georgiana for a minute. She'll come back and we're gonna bring y'all my new show. And listen, I really cannot wait to release it. I've been writing this show and rewriting it for like at least 3-4 years. But it's coming. I promise you it's coming. And when I start the fundraiser for the show, you're gonna know it. It's coming. It's coming. We over here working on it. Y'all, like I say, y'all know I produce. You see, just to speak on the jealousy, a lot of people wish they could sit down and write books like I've written. Do you know how much work it takes to sit down and write a book? See, it's easy to make a YouTube video. This is why I can't respect these people. They're not on my level. Hopping on YouTube is the most basic, easiest thing in the world. That's amateur to me. It really is. There's no thought behind it. There's no intellectualism behind it. There's no academia behind it. There's a difference between writing a book and making a YouTube video. Writing a book requires discipline and intellect. Writing a book requires discipline and intellect. Let me share my screen. This is why these people are jealous. They'll never have the credibility of writing books. All they have is YouTube videos. And if YouTube goes away today or tomorrow, these people have nothing. Because all they know how to do is hop onto YouTube and write and make a video and talk. That's easy. Sitting down, putting your thoughts together in the written form, writing clear, complete sentences, which is basic, but taking your thoughts and organizing them into book form, editing it, promoting it, that requires a whole level that is different from YouTube. Books will be around. When YouTube is gone, or when YouTube channels are gone, books gonna still be here. When I'm dead and gone, my books are gonna still be here. This is my footprint. That's why these people are jealous. Because maybe they wanted to write a book and they let life take control. They got kids, they got jobs, they got husbands, wives, etc. And or they just don't have the discipline. You just don't got it. So you're angry with me and you're jealous of me because I do have it. Because I can fight through all of that and I was still able to write these books. Look, these are my books. Token Dark Girl is my latest book. These people wish that they could do what I do, but it requires discipline. It requires a whole nother level of discipline than YouTube. YouTube is the luck of the draw. A lot of these people got lucky on YouTube. Understand that. They got lucky, especially when YouTube was just developing certain things like streaming. I remember all of this because I was around. These people got lucky. Sometimes you can get lucky on YouTube where YouTube will just happen to promote your channel just by the luck of the draw. But when you are writing books, that requires a whole level of discipline that is on a superior level than YouTube. And anybody that wants to argue with that, you are fooling yourself. And that's why these people are angry with me. They're mad because I'm saying I'm the first to create a platform to eradicate colorism and darkism, and I'm the leader of the colorism and darkism movement, which I am. But what they're really mad at is my discipline, my tenacity, my knack for, hey, I get knocked down, I get back up. You mad about that? That's your problem. I'm a fighter. It's in my blood. Some people, it's just in their blood to fight. It's nothing you can do about that. You can hate all day, but you cannot stop me. This is an excellent book, y'all. Get the book. And I'm not going to stop writing my books. I'm not going to stop. Nothing that anybody can say or do will ever stop me. I am the leader, the creator of the colorism movement, of the darkism movement. That's a fact. Whether you like it or not, whether you like me or not, first of all, I don't care. It's irrelevant to me. Mellow Yellow. Let's address this. Now watch this. See, when I address these people, Mellow Yellow says, you're delusional. Okay, let's test this. What am I delusional about? Explain. Mellow Yellow says, oh, sweetheart, ain't nobody jealous of your scamming. Okay, so let's deal with that. Scamming. Let's see. Let's look up the word scamming. We're going to deal with you. Because this is what I'm saying. The people that hate on me, that are jealous of me, they'll come and throw out these words like delusional, scamming. Let's do this. I'm going to give you a chance to explain yourself before I block you. What do you mean by Rashida Strober is scamming? What am I scamming? Who am I scam? Let me let you respond. Who have I scammed? Because scamming means, let's look at the word scamming. We're going to address this head on. Okay, let me share my screen again while I wait. See what this person is doing? Mellow Yellow, I gave you an opportunity to define what you mean by me scamming, and you said LMFAO, you are a narcissist. You didn't even answer the question. This is why I have to charge people to do a debate, because of ignorance like this. You ask a question, they throw out an accusation, but then you don't explain what you mean. I'm gonna give you a chance, but I'm about to block you because I'm trying to see if you're going to give me some type of response that makes any sense, but probably not. So let's go ahead and share my screen and let's look at the word. Let's look at what the word scam means. Scam means one who perpetuates a scam, a person who commits or participates in a fraudulent scheme or operation. Okay. So I have a GoFundMe that states that I want to raise funds to produce live shows. I just produced a show on June 26th, and before that, I produced multiple shows. And mind you, the GoFundMe is not enough money to produce all the shows I've produced. I sell tickets to those shows, and people watch those shows. So in exchange for watching my show, I get paid money. Explain to me, how is that a scam? I'm waiting for you in the comments. While you're responding, I have books on Amazon like all the other authors. that charge for their books. You want to buy a book, you have to pay. You purchase the book from Amazon, which I don't send these books out through Amazon. I only send books out if you purchase it directly from me. So let's examine this though. You go to Amazon, you purchase one of my books, and Amazon sends you the book in exchange for you paying. I'm trying to understand how is that a scam? Now let's get off Amazon. Let's go to my website. Just jealous ass people. They're so envious, so jealous of me. Darkskinactivist.com. You buy this book. I just had a person buy this book, Token Dark Girl. You go to my website, you purchase the book. In exchange for money, I send you a book. And one thing about me, every book that someone's purchased from me, I got a receipt for it. How is that a scam? Let me go to the comments because I'm trying to see. This is what I mean by the jealousy and envy. See, when people are jealous and envious of you, they make up lies about you. But their lies will never stand up because Rashida Strober keeps receipts. Mellow Yellow, you are a complete and utter waste of time. A complete and utter waste of my time. I'm done. Just looking at your responses, you make absolutely no sense. I'm done. Writing books and selling and charging for the books is a scam. So I guess I'm the only person in the world that's supposed to write a book and give the damn book away for free. Rashida Strober is the only person in the world that is supposed to produce a play and let people come to the play for free. I'm supposed to let people come for free. But if I charge, I'm scamming. Make it make sense. It makes no sense. Makes zero sense. So effectively, I'm supposed to do dark skin activism when it comes down to my books and my plays for free. I can't charge for my books and my plays. I cannot. Tyler Perry, who I love, shout out to you, Tyler. Tyler Perry can charge for his plays, but I can't because somehow I'm inferior for being this dark-skinned black woman talking about dark skin. What's a Broadway show that people like? I don't know, Cats. Have y'all seen the show Cats? The producers of Cats, they can charge whatever amount they want for the Broadway play tickets to the show for Cats. But Rashida Strober, if she charges for people to attend A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge, she's a scam. Now that's motherfucking darkism. That's systemic economic darkism. Because I can't charge for my products, which are my books and my plays and my time. If I charge for my books, my plays, and my time, I'm a scam. But if white producers charge, or if somebody like Tyler Perry charge for their plays, that's okay. This is what I mean by systemic economic darkism. These people work to tear down a dark-skinned black woman because I'm talking about dark skin, being dark-skinned, and I'm saying I'm the first to do it. So because I'm saying I'm the first to speak on dark skin, I'm talking about my dark skin experience, I am a scam. But when other people do the exact same thing in terms of writing books and selling them on Amazon, that's okay. When other people write plays, produce the play, put up the money for the play, then turn around and charge tickets, that's fine. But I do the same thing, and I'm a scam. Sick. Actually, Mellow Yellow, I'm not triggered. I'm just pointing out your ignorance and your lies. And you can't even come into the chat and answer a basic question that I just asked you. I said, answer, how am I scamming? And you have ignorant responses that don't even address the question, that don't even make sense. You're just insulting. So what I'm going to do now, because I gave you a chance to answer the question, I'm going to block you because you're ignorant. Pure ignorance. Pure ignorance. As an example of what I was telling you guys about earlier, about people coming, throwing out words and phrases like scam, but not being able to prove it when I give them the opportunity. Or when people say, you're not the first. And I say, expound on what you mean by the first, and they can't do it. There's a clear example with this person, Mela Yeller. So there's an example. This is the reason why I have to charge for debates / talks / discussions, because I would have to more than likely deal with ignorance like this. So I need to be paid. If I have to talk to somebody and debate somebody, you got to pay me to deal with that level of ignorance. Anyway, my new show is going to be coming soon by the end of the year. I'm going to be premiering a brand new show that I've never done before. I cannot tell y'all the name yet because I need to make sure I copyright it. So I will be letting you guys know. Just stay tuned for updates. And it will be live stream pay-per-view. I can tell you that. But it'll be live stream pay-per-view on my website, darkskinactivist.com. That's where it's going to be at. I'm going to be doing photo shoot soon, getting everything prepared, ready to go. The tickets are going to go on sale. The tentative date is somewhere around Christmas. And I'm thinking about maybe doing a New Year's show, but I'm definitely going to do a holiday show. It's going to either be for Thanksgiving or for Christmas, but just stay tuned for updates, because I can't give you like all the specifics and the details yet, because I'm currently putting everything together. I am working on my new show. I'm very excited about it. It's got a fire title to it that I just love. I really cannot wait. I don't want to talk too much about it. I'll just let you guys know it is coming. I got another dark skin show coming for you guys. Okay. Okay, let's get this person out of here. Got time for that. So yes. So my Cash App is $Rashidalala. Put it in the chat here. If you guys want to support me and everything that I do, you feel that you need to compensate me for listening to my videos, obtaining my time and energy in terms of me talking and teaching about darkism and colorism, you guys know what to do. My PayPal is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. Once again, icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. And Cash App is $Rashidalala. And my books are, if you buy them directly from me, They're $40, and I'm going up on the price. Yes, I will be going up on the price of my books. You can also get them off of Amazon. You can also get the books. If you cash at me $40, you can get the books that way, or you can go to my website, darkskinactivist.com. It's up to you. Whatever's easiest for you. But I want to thank all my supporters. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all so much for supporting me, for sticking with me through thick and thin. And I want y'all to know, because this is for my hardcore supporters, Rashida Strober supporters. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I'm going to continue to fight. It's the one thing I can guarantee. And let me tell you something. If you live long enough, you know that there's really no guarantees. No one's guaranteed anything except for death and them damn taxes. Yes, those two things are guaranteed. But what I can tell you is I'm gonna keep on fighting. I'm never gonna stop. There's never gonna be a time where Rashida Strober is gonna stop fighting. That's the one thing I can guarantee you. I'm a fighter, a fighter. When I say a fighter, I'm talking intellectually, mentally, because that is what this lane requires. And one thing that I can guarantee you of is I will always keep fighting the good fights. I will never stop fighting the good fights, ever. That is my promise. No matter what the highs are, what the lows are, because in life, you have peaks and valleys. You got highs and lows, and it's like a roller coaster. You gotta ride it. Sometimes you up, sometimes you down, sometimes you in the middle. So what I can promise you is I'm gonna keep coming back, and I'm gonna keep fighting. That's a great idea. Bringing clarity to confusion. You said, Rashida, send a copy of your books to college professors in sociology and anthropology who talk about systemic oppression. That's a great idea. And it's funny that you mentioned that, because I have a wonderful friend, Swia. Exactly. Thank you, bringing clarity to confusion. I have a friend that I work with in St. Petersburg. We did the Girls Change the World workshop. We did a lot of work in the community where I would come and do my Darkism talks, and she would do her talks on mental health awareness. She has an amazing story. Swia Woodard, she got married, so her last name is Swia Woodard, of overcoming mental illness. And you guys, make sure y'all check her out. Let me see if I can. Give me a second here. Swia. Yeah, Swia's books is on Amazon as well. Oh wow. Okay, she has, her book is called Don't Call Me Crazy, I'm Just in Love. And then she has another book called Don't Call Me Crazy Again. Make sure you guys go and check Swia out. This woman has done some phenomenal work in the community regarding mental health awareness. And the reason why I'm bringing her up is because that is one of the things that she was able to do, and we kind of worked together on that, because I was kind of working with her a little bit on promoting her books, because I thought it was just really phenomenal. I had went and saw her do a talk at the Urban League. I was doing a snippet of my show at the Urban League. I was asked to come in and do that probably about 6 or 7 years ago, and she was there. And so, you got different people there doing different things, and so you kind of check out what everybody is doing. And I got a chance to run into her work, and I read her book, and I was like, wow, this is great and phenomenal. And we became friends from there. So anyway, she was able to do that with her books, take it to one of the colleges here in St. Petersburg and get it into the college system. So you're absolutely right. It does, that can work. And that is definitely something that I have considered. It's just that I'm more on the creative side with my dark skin shows. That's like the meat of how I get my message across, through theater and through performance, because that is what I love. That is what makes it come alive. So, but I absolutely will definitely consider that. And I appreciate that suggestion. I think that's a great suggestion, and I thank you for that. So yeah, y'all. I want to say thank you to those of you for listening, even the haters. Y'all ain't gonna stop me. Y'all better understand you're never gonna stop the dark skinned activists from doing the work that I do. It's not gonna stop. It's laughable if you think you're gonna stop me. Look out for my upcoming show, y'all. It's gonna be a treat. It's gonna be, oh my God. I'm laughing because I sit down and I work on it daily. A lot of people be wanting to know what is she doing? People want to see you go down. They want to see you have a mental breakdown. People want to see me. They think I'm having a mental breakdown. No, boo. I'm actually working on my upcoming projects. I don't have to tell people this, but since you're so curious, since you want to see my downfall, since you want all these bad things to happen to me, and to the people that are actually concerned about what I'm doing, I'm actually working on my next show. And I wish I could share the name, but I can't share the name. But I'm working on my next show. It's going to be coming towards the end of the year. And I just cannot wait because it's a phenomenal show. Again, it's a first. My shit is innovative. People have not done what I'm doing. Now they will see it. Of course, everybody has plagiarized me regarding talking about colorism and darkism, but you're not me. I'm going to just keep producing and producing and producing and coming up with new ideas because that's what I do. And you can't do what I do. You can copy me, but you can't be me. You're not in my brain. You don't have my creative mind. I hold the blueprints. I hold the copyright. So that's what I've been doing. I've been working on my upcoming show for the end of the year. Like I said, it's going to be a holiday show. I'm toying with the idea of either doing it for Thanksgiving or Christmas, and then following up with the New Year's. But definitely something is going to get produced by the end of the year. And y'all know I always produce. I told y'all I was coming with my June 26th show, and I produced it. I always produce. It is coming. So look out for that. Like I said, if you want to make contributions, you can go to my Cash App, which is $Rashida Lala. Once again, $Rashida Lala. All of my books are available. You can get a dark skinned activist education by simply reading my books. A lot of you have gotten a dark skinned activist education by watching all the videos on my channel. Another way to do it is by reading my books. So I want to thank you for listening. Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark skinned activist. I am the sole creator, the leader, the designer, the inventor, the architect of the first platform in history called Dark Skin Activism that is for the eradication of colorism, dark skin discrimination, and darkism. Thank you for listening.